His method is brutal. His weapon is the beat. And his latest tracks are about to blow your mind. If he likes the way you move, he decides the way you dance.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ferry Corsten. This is Corsten's Countdown.
Yo, welcome to Corsten's Countdown 367 with me, Ferry Corsten. Thanks for tuning in. As you know, Corsten's Countdown is a chart show where you are in control of the music, because right after this show, you can vote for your favorite track of this episode via CORSTEN'S.com. Your vote is very important, and you will help to decide which 3 tracks I'm going to play again next week in the Corsten's Countdown Top 3. So keep in mind, your vote does count.
Last week's Corsten's Countdown Top 3.
Before we start with the show, it's time first for an overview of the last week's Corsten's Countdown Top 3.
3.
At number 3 last week, Just Live It by Farouk Sabanchi and Reorder.
2.
Last week's number 2 was the new Seed from Rio and Alicia Madison track, Gravity.
1.
And we had a new number 1 last week, and that was my new track, Festival Crash. Do we find Festival Crash at number 1 again this week, or do we have a new number 1? Just make sure you stay here, because at the end of this episode, I'm going to tell you which tracks made it into this week's Corsten's Countdown Top 3. As always, I've selected lots of great new tracks for you for this week's show. In the next hour, you can listen to new music from Arty. I have a new track from Meyer for you. Plus, later in the show, I also have a collaboration between Darren Porter and Fairy Tale for you. This week's Listener's Choice is a track from a UK-based act that got released back in 2010. And the remix that I'm going to play for you is made by a very famous Dutch DJ producer. Do you have any guesses which track this might be? Well, make sure you stay here, because in about 30 minutes, you will hear this week's Listener's Choice. If you use Twitter, then don't forget to follow and use the hashtag Corsten's Countdown during the show, so you can stay up to date about everything regarding Corsten's Countdown. Alright, let's go for the music. The first track of today's show is called Somebody Like Me, and that's a new production from Meron.
There's no stopping him. Corsten's Countdown. Are you ready to dance? Dance. is Corsten's Countdown.
Yeah.
Inside our room it's dark, I wonder where you are. I thought this was real love, threw it away. Freedom is a lonely road. You'll get back just what you sow. I no longer love, I'm free inside. I no longer kiss, say goodbye. I no longer love, no longer kiss, no longer will this hell exist, no longer love, say lost in your eyes, I'm blind, but it fades. You don't say nothing, can look at my face. Well, freedom is a lonely road. You get back just what you sow. I no longer love, I'm free inside. I no longer kiss, say goodbye. I no longer love, no longer kiss, no longer will this hell exist, no longer love, say
This was Sad Eyes, a new track from Qubicon, together with Laura V on vocals. Up next, Up All Night, and that's a new track from no one else than Arty.
This is what you've been waiting for. It will take more than just the skills. He knows the score. He brings you the latest and the best. Corsten's Countdown.
With the keys in my hand, said you'd pick me up, you're late again. Standing out in the cold on the side of the road, watching cars, hoping you're one of them. There's a demon in me telling me to believe that you and I are more than just friends. There's an angel beside saying things just ain't right, but I'm no good at listening. Oh, you keep me up. Keep me up all night. Who you think you are? Do this every time. You keep me up, just to bring it down. Look like a fool right now whenever I see you out. Yeah, you said that you would change and you were gonna fix it. I said the talk is cheap, I'm going dance it. I'm staying up all night. Me, myself, and I, staying up all night. All night, all night, all night, all night, all night, all night. Got your claws in my skin and it doesn't make sense, but I love it when I feel the pain. Got your teeth sinking in, why am I fighting against the part of me that loves the rain? There's a demon in me telling me to believe that you and I are everything. There's an angel beside saying things just ain't right, but I'm no good at listening. Oh, you keep me up all night. Who you think you are? Do this every time. You keep me up, just to bring it down. Look like a fool right now whenever I see you out. Yeah, you said that you would change and you were gonna fix it. I said the talk is cheap, I'm going dance it. I'm staying up all night. Me, myself, and I, staying up all night.
DJ who operates above the law.
Just heard an upcoming release on Flashover Trance. This was Supernova, a new track from Russian duo Max Eden and Max Meyer. Next one up, The District, a really cool track from the hands of Andrew Beyer.
Corsten's Countdown, your number one dance show. Always on the beat. There's no stopping him. Let the music carry you. Bring that beat back. Corsten's Countdown.
Please don't forget to vote for your favorite track of this show via CORSTEN'S As you know, your vote is very important, and you can help to decide which tracks will make it into the weekly Corsten's Countdown Top 3. You just heard Neptunes' Legacy, and that's a collaboration between Darren Porter and Fairy Tayle. And that one is out now via Tytanium. You are listening to Corsten's Countdown 367 with me, Ferry Corsten. This Friday, I'm back in Ibiza for another full-on Ibiza party at Club Space. And then you can see me together with Jacob van Hage, Cosmic Gate and BT. And on Saturday, I'm off to the UK for EDC UK at the Milton Keynes Ball. Please make sure to check out ferrycorsten.com for more info about me, all tour dates and everything regarding Corsten's Countdown, and of course, the free weekly Corsten's Countdown podcast. Alright guys, it's time for the Listener's Choice. And for this week's Listener's Choice, we go back to the year 2010. In that year, Faithless released their track, Not Going Home. And that was the first track from their album, The Dance. Armin van Buuren took care of the remix, and that one I'm going to play for you right now. This week's Listener's Choice got requested by Magnus Dam from Aalborg in Denmark. Here it is, Faithless and Not Going Home in the Armin van Buuren remix. This week's Listener's Choice.
Corsten's Countdown, Listener's Choice.
Simple tonight, me now rest till I invest. Proceedings with vigor and zest, and trigger wetness under your vest. Test your fitness, special request to my love interest. Impressed, I watch the rhythm slide right up your dress. I watch the rhythm slide right up your dress. I watch the rhythm slide right up your dress. It's not over, I'm not going home. 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 I'm not going home.
Corsten. This is Corsten's Countdown. Corsten's Countdown. Top 3.
Alright, it's time to announce the results of last week's voting. This is the Corsten's Countdown Top 3. At number 3 this week, Real Life by TST, Moguai and Amba Shepherd.
3.
You are the only
a DJ who operates above the law. Above the law. Above the law.
This was the number 2 of this week, the Jacob van Hage remix of Derb by Derb.
It's time to vote right now.
Alright guys, the voting for this week's show is open now. You can now vote for your favorite track of this episode via CORSTEN'Scountdown.com. And of course you can also vote via the Ferry Corsten app, which you can download for free via ferrycorsten.com/app. Alright, it's time to announce the number 1 of this week, and there we find it for the second week in a row, my new track, Festival Crash. And that one will be out later this month via Flashover Recordings. Thanks again for all the support, guys. Alright, thank you all for tuning in. Please don't forget to vote, and until next week, later.
1. Stopping him. Corsten's Countdown. Are you ready to dance?